Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Evan and welcome back to my channel of Vanishing Evan, and welcome to this tutorial series where I'll be showing you from start to finish how to extract and apply a variety of 3D models, animations, textures from several Call of Duty games. Also, don't forget to check out the Discord, link in the description, along with maybe consider checking out my Patreon, also link in the description. Now without further ado, let's get to the video. Alrighty, welcome to the fourth and final part of this tutorial where I'm going to show you how to animate this character using animations that you extracted using the first and second tutorial of this series, and I'm going to show you how to apply them to this character. For a brief overview on how that would have worked is instead of searching for models and stuff like we did in those earlier tutorials, all you would have had to do is go to the settings and unclick models and click animations, and then when you click to load game, it would have made it so that it loaded all the animations from the game, and you can just search through them and pick and choose which ones you want. There's a bit of a learning curve with that, but I believe that with a little bit of effort, any of you could be able to just figure this out for yourself. So I'm not going to make an in-depth tutorial on how to find the animations. I'm going to assume using the other tutorials you'll be able to do that on your own. But without further ado, I've already extracted some animations and I'm going to show you how to apply them to this guy. I'm just going to press Alt-H to bring back his skeleton and click the main body skeleton and go to File, Import, and then .canim. There's going to be a link in the description for a add-on for Blender that will enable this option for you. All you need to do is go to Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, and Install, and you will be able to install that add-on lickety-split. And then you'll be able to go to Import, canim, with the skeleton selected, of course, and that's about it. It's easy as that. All you have to do is find the animation file. It'll be in Greyhound. Right here's the folder for Greyhound. Go to Exported Files, the game that you extracted it from, Anims, and then all the animations that you've extracted will be here. I've extracted a boatload. So let's just go find one or two that we like and apply them to the character. This will probably be the shortest tutorial out of the series because it's pretty straightforward. But all we have to do here is find a good one. I'm going to search in execution. Right here, attacker stand. So in this case, execution 141, and it says T9, so I believe this is from Black Ops Cold War. What this will do is it's going to apply an animation where you are the attacker and you are standing. It's pretty straightforward. And if you wanted to match this up with another one, you would just go for the execution 141 victim stand and have that on a separate character and just line them up, and it'll do the entire execution. But we're just going to import that animation. And right off the bat, we see a little bit of an issue right here with the head and it not lining up with the hood, but I'll show you how to fix that. Let's just play this animation real quick and see how it looks. Okay, it's working pretty good. Looks like he does some sort of combat maneuver. It's a little bit fidgety, but I'll show you how to fix that. First things first, let's fix the head. That's probably the biggest issue here. So I'm going to go back into object mode and select the facial bones and go to File, Import, canim, and we're just going to import the same animation onto the head. It'll still be there from when you exported it last time, so you should be able to just click import. And then now the head should be all lined up with the character. Now if we go into object mode and I'm just going to hide the bones because we don't need them for this part. We're just trying to make sure everything's lining up good, and the character looks great. Now for this part, we're going to actually press Alt-H to bring this back, click on the character's main body bones, because if we go and look at the ground, go back to frame 1 and press G on the Z axis to just line this character up with the ground. If you hit play, you can see that there's actually a little bit of fidgeting, and you can see he actually goes through the ground a lot. So one way to mitigate this is going into pose mode, selecting the main root bone right here. It's located in the pelvis area of the character, and this bone actually controls the entire thing basically. And we're just going to go into the animation tab, and then with the main root selected, go to this little thing down here, this little drop down, and then just unclick X, Y, and Z location, just so that the keyframes cannot affect the location of the character. And now, if we go back to the beginning, and we look at the animation, you're going to see it stays lined up with the ground a lot more than before. It's still not perfect, but it's not as crazy as it was initially. So now the final step of this, to make sure it's all lined up with the ground, my personal fix for this is to add in a plane axis, and then go back to frame 1, and then what you're going to do is click on the skeleton, shift click the plane axis, and then we're just going to press Control P and parent the objects. And now when you move this plane axis, it's going to move the entire character. And I'm just going to go down here, and on the layout tab, if you click this little dot at the bottom of the timeline, it'll set up auto keying, and that'll make it so that, well, real quick, with the thing selected, on frame 1, I'm going to press I to insert a keyframe of location and rotation, so that, just for animation purposes. But now if we hit play, we go to a part where the character's feet aren't lining up with the ground. We're just going to press G, Z, and drag it back down. And with auto keying turned on, it'll actually keyframe that. And if we go through the rest of the animation and just keep on doing that for the different parts that aren't lining up, let's do that. And then G on the Z. Just go through the entire thing like this. And it's a little bit tedious, but it's worth it for the final result. G on the Z. And also now if we just look back through that first part and add in a plane, scale it up, see the character's feet are lining up pretty well. But you just rinse and repeat that, and you're going to make it so that the character's feet aren't glitching through the ground. And that's how you do it. It's pretty simple and straightforward. There's a little bit of a learning curve to finding the animation files and all that fun stuff, but this character is pretty much ready to go. The more effort you put into fixing the feet of the character, the better the final product will look. But this is just an example, so I'm not going to spend that much time doing it. But that is the end of this tutorial series, definitively showing you how I export and apply a variety of different file types from Call of Duty games such as Modern Warfare Warzone into Blender. I hope that this was helpful, and if you did enjoy it, make sure you click like and subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. Like I said in the beginning of the video, check out my Discord and Patreon, and I think that's going to do it. I hope that you enjoyed this series and are having a wonderful day or night wherever you may be, and adios.